I think Chelsea is fantastic in all weathers.
I love being at the Chelsea Flower Show. I've been lucky enough to have not been in the rain before, so I will gird my loins and be brave and run round in my raincoat and with my umbrella.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here today. Even though it's cold, that seems to be the right way to go about it.
My mum's down here with us as it's her birthday, and she's so impressed with the whole place.
This garden was born in my head before last year's Chelsea, which sounds completely balmy, doesn't it? And then really it evolves. Where else actually in the world would they be mad enough to put on a show around 2 football pitches? This is the mental building site you've ever been on. The garden in a sense is inspired by Bauhaus, in particular one fella called Marcel Breuer. He was called a master of concrete. And there's one particular building he did in New York, just outside of New York. There's a wonderful curve that went right across from ground to ground. And that's really what inspires the curve on my building. And then this whole idea that Bauhaus, in a sense, was a community. So that's what this garden became, a community garden. Really, the underlying story to the garden is about greening grey spaces. You know, there are so many grey spaces in Britain that could do with a little bit of love, as I say, you know. I've even sort of created, on top of the building, there's these containers of wildflower, 21 of them. There is a beehive up there, and there is one seat because I've got a community. He's a beekeeper and he supplies the community, with honey, so he needs somewhere to keep his bees.
We've worked with Adam Frost now for over 3 years. He is an amazing character, a great designer. He's taken his influence this year from the Bauhaus movement, which is a sort of an arts, design, crafts movement that started in Germany back in the 1920s, interestingly. And the concept of this is about bringing together communities. It's about urban gardens, it's about people coming together. It works really well with our charity. Part of the Macmillan's philosophy is no one should be alone through cancer, and what better way to share outdoor time together, great space, bringing together planting, great architecture, great structures, and I have to say him and the Garden Academy team have really nailed it this year.
I think one of the important things about this garden is it's in support of Macmillan. And of course, people who are going through cancer need community around them. And what this garden does so beautifully is give you the space for that, to be amongst nature and with people all at the same time.
We love Adam because he's a man with the heart, and the heart comes out in the garden.
I love his use of materials, the combination of the stone and the timber going across, and the fact he's curved it. I like seeing curves. Nice use of plants.
I mean, Adam, he's been part of the one show. We did a gardening design competition on that, and he came along and he judged it all, this, that and the other. But to actually see what he can do, in reality, it's very, very impressive.